is that it means that John is now starting his show later. And that means that he has to start drinking.
It's fucking Miller time.
When he was doing his 2 o'clock show or 3 o'clock show, he could maybe hold off or put a little booze in the solo cup and get away with it. But now he's like, all right, we're starting at 4:30. Obviously, it's party time. It's Pickwick time. I got to crack open a cold one. And so video of Rob back when he was bashing Stuttering John on the Shuley Network not too long ago. And Rob doesn't do this, and he's not like like his eyes are closing. Like, he was just sitting there normally and just talking to the guys. And I always thought, like, this guy was on the radio? How is that possible? Oh, he's wasted. Rob Saul is fucking wasted. And I will prove that to you as this goes on. Or maybe you'll disagree with me. Because what do I know? John is so wasted. He's like, what's going on in this video that I pulled up, Rob?
This link I'm just playing off of Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's never looked at it before. He hasn't curated it, but someone told him to play it, and so he's playing it. And they're both going after Kevin Brennan. And the projection on this episode, this is just from last night, by the way. I want you to look at Rob Saul and look at how wasted he is.
You are a pathetic loser.
He can't even keep his eyes open. As he's calling someone else, he's all disheveled, his hair is all over the place, his hat's off to the side, and he's sitting there going, oh, let me just play it again.
You are a pathetic loser.
Yeah, man, whoever you're saying that to, got him.
Yeah,
Watch out.
Never been said before on the show.
So they're calling out Kevin and Chad for being lunatics and hacks and standing for nothing. Kevin Brennan and Chad Zumach suck.
Kevin's a lunatic, but now Chad's on the show today with Big Head Odd, fucking Boschetti, and they're fucking like, it's like, Chad, you're a fucking, you stand for nothing too, you fucking hack. Yeah. And Chad and Kevin, these two big comedy kings. Chad, you're an opener.
Yeah.
End of story. Period. Scholar.
Yeah. Opener.
They're wasted. So this is what this is. We've all seen this before. The two guys at the corner of the bar, at the end of the bar, who were both passed by everyone in their industry. Pick the industry. It doesn't have to be show business. It could be plumbers. It could be...
Yeah, janitors.
Yeah, it could be anything. And they watch all these people get promotions over them. There's like, that fucking guy, I don't know why the boss likes him. He fucking sucks. They've both been fired from their jobs. They're trying to squeak by some type of living, and they have it all figured out. They're wasted at 6 p.m. This is an Inception level of projection happening.
You fucking loser. You delusional fucking pathetic loser.
He really is a loser. Like, he calls everybody else a loser. That's a projection. He is a loser, and he knows it.
So this is wild. They're talking about Kevin Brennan. Now, Kevin Brennan has a personality disorder. Nobody likes him. But he's not a loser on the level of these guys who are sitting there going, yeah, man, that guy, he's calling me a loser? Like, look at us. We're fucking killing it over here. I got $2 super chat. People are giving me money to, I don't know, like point and laugh at me and tell me that my kids don't talk to me anymore. But this guy, Kevin Brennan, fucking loser.
How far into this episode is this? Because
2
they
hours.
are completely fucking wasted.
They're gone.
I feel like this is a challenge that they've put against each other about who can fall out of their chair first.
This is almost
so
like
drunk.
the Chad Zumach blackout episode level, where you're just like, who's going to fall asleep in front of the camera first?
The DG Joey C.
Right.
Drunk stream.
Yes.
He's that drunk.
So this is what Rob's all upset about. Recently, it was discovered that Rob has filed for bankruptcy. And Kevin Brennan was on his show laughing about this. And of course, Kevin Brennan's not all there either, because he thinks this is a win for him that Rob Saul's a loser. Like, I also know that Rob Saul's a loser. It doesn't help me out in any way, but for Kevin, it helps him out somehow. This is from So Thorough Joe Burrow, who clipped this for me.
Bankruptcy is a maneuver that businesses and people use to get out of debt. There's nothing wrong with it, especially big business. Reorganization, bankruptcy, millions and millions of dollars to be earned when you reorganize. These guys don't understand.
Thank you very much, but this is...
John thinks it's a bad thing, so he tries to weaponize it.
What has got Rob very upset.
I got so much information on Rob Saul today, it's unfucking believable. The universe provided. I didn't even ask. It was just provided to me. Literally provided to me. Rob Saul is flat fucking broke. He's flat fucking broke. You want to know how flat broke he is? I'll tell you.
What's his credit score?
I'll tell you right
Worse
now.
than that.
Tell you right now.
Okay.
This is Kevin's show, by the way.
Yes.
Kevin, you're taking
Me
lessons.
waiting for him
Watch
to
his
tell
clips,
me
yeah.
anything.
Kevin's taking lessons from John. How to podcast.
Here's a savings account with $6.50 in it. $6.50.
Here's another one. Not going to prove it, just going to look at something and say that's what it says. Another moron.
Aaron could
Here's
use that for the
another
goal.
account with $158.69.
Thinking the same thing. Yeah. She's going to
These
50
are
cents.
federal documents that anyone has access to. Of course, I didn't know how to get it. I didn't even know this existed. But somebody did, and they
Oh, it's part of the bankruptcy declaration.
provided it for me. This
Yeah,
Hi, I'm Michael Ligori, Vice President at Rhinebeck Bank.
we do. So
There is value in being like, well, at least I'm not Rob Saul.
there is,
Yeah.
for sure. And John loves this version of Rob Saul. He praises him for his performance.
Rob, I don't want to sound like I'm kissing your ass, but you have made me laugh so much this show. This is by far, in my honest opinion, your
Honest
best
opinion.
performance ever on the Stutter.
Here we go. It's an opinion or it's not an opinion. It's not an honest opinion. All right, this guy.
John podcast. Skål!
Thank you.
That's the positive reinforcement that Rob needs in order to be like, oh, so I can have this many Xanax
Yeah.
and drink a bunch of beer and you still right. That would be $104,000 a year. John would be an entry-level employee. He's never worked at an agency before. We view John as all the experience as a person out of college. So John would not be making $104,000 at that agency. He's obviously lying because, like Chad, he doesn't understand how money works. And he goes, oh, I made $400 today at my job. That's not how anyone who works a normal job thinks about it.
No.
They get a paycheck every 2 weeks or
Yeah.
twice a month or whatever, and they don't calculate it down to how much did I make on Tuesday. Should I
Yeah,
make that
if you're
Thursday?
salaried, you don't break it down that way.
And also imagine anyone bragging about $400 to John, what John would say. Oh, I wiped my ass with $400 bills.
Right. Now all of a sudden that's very impressive.
And also, I've heard his album, and he doesn't know how music works.
I know. That was a Freudian slip. He definitely does not know how music works either. But yeah, that's John for you. He's got a job. He's bragging about it now. It used to be a bad thing to have a job, but now John is working at an ad agency, and he can write ads for any company. Give me an example, John. Write a tagline. Write a tagline for your show. What is your show? What the fuck?
Hungry for insure?
Pathetic existence? Insure. All right, let's
Let me boost your sales. Drink boost.
poke a dabbler. I got to bring Annie into the mix to help us out. What's up, Annie?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. All right, let's see what Cardiff has in store for us today.
It's time for everyone's favorite new game show. To poke a dabbler. Are you ready to play? To poke a dabbler?
I fight just as dirty as he does. Oh, I'll find out all the intel about him and his family. Don't worry. He wants to attack my family? You wait, Fatty Patty. You wait. Trust me.
That was probably a year ago. I was going to say a year ago to his mother's house. And nobody trusts you.
Trust me.
December
He looks just as bad as he does today.
30th,
He's at his mom's house.
Except his nose isn't as big.
Yep.
TRB 10, thanks for the 10.
Fourth grade.
Asking for a friend, would you sleep with a post-op tranny? I don't know. I've never had the opportunity. How would I know until
Would
it
she
happened?
sleep with you? Is the real question.
Stuttering John clips. Who were some of the famous people in your class at NYU? Man, you guys really, it's so silly.
Look at those muscles.
So silly.
Name one.
The only famous person was Kathy Scorsese in my class. And me. So I didn't have Adam Sandler in any of my classes. So there wasn't really anybody who really did much.
That's how in my class works.
Nope.
Did he go to school with Mitch Fatel? Isn't that the reason why he worked for the Howard Stern show?
Yeah.
In my classes. Mitch Fatel,
There you go.
I guess. You know? Mitch Fatel and Kathy Scorsese.
You know.
I guess they're the only two people who have, some sort of fame.
You know.
I didn't go to school at the same time Spike Lee was there.
Dare.
I don't know. You should look up the famous graduating class from 1989 because I could tell you a bunch of people that I went to school with, but I can't tell you who was famous. Living proof college means nothing. Okay, whatever. You act so tough, you're a coward to face him. When have I ever backed down from a fight?
Has your son ever queefed in your face? Queefed in your face?
When? I'll tell you what, you name one time, okay, that I ever backed down from any challenge, ever.
According to Dabbling Dan, who recently came out and told some secrets about John, that's one of his biggest regrets in life was not punching Rocco in the face immediately when he asked that question.
I would have punched him in the face, but he was having such a good time.
Not joining the football team and not
Yes.
punching Rocco.
Right.
Yeah.
Ever. The highly rated bit, I did it on The Tonight Show. I'll bet on anything. I bet on anything that I could beat people.
What did John say next? Here are your choices. Number 1, a pie eating contest with a math teacher. B, a belly banging contest with a sumo wrestler. Next, a wheelchair race versus a real wheelchair guy. 4, guess the beer by the sound of the pour. And lastly, I beat Jonah Hill at checkers. To poke. A dabbler.
Okay. God damn it. This is a tough one.
I was going to call my shot with Shaq.
You don't go first.
I know. It's not on there.
Cardiff would have made it that easy for us, unfortunately. He doesn't like us. I'm going to go with next wheelchair race versus real wheelchair
That's what I
guy.
was gonna
I
say.
want that to be the answer so
Otherwise I'll
bad.
go
Trucker
B.
Andy, what do you think?
Guess the beer.
Okay, guess the beer by the sound of the pour. And Annie.
The pie eating contest?
Okay, pie eating contest with a math teacher. And producer Chris.
I also went pie eating contest.
All right. I almost went, I beat Jonah Hill at checkers. But
Like
all right,
belly
let's see. We
bang.
never
Heard
heard
that one.
Me neither.
Highly rated bit, I did it on The Tonight Show. I'll bet on anything. I bet on anything that I could beat people. I even had a belly fucking banging contest with a sumo wrestler.
Fuck! He gets us every time. This
You win?
potato.
That.
Wow.
It was a Leno bit. Can you not find his shit
Correct.
on Leno? Why? Why is that not?
Nobody cares.
I
It's all been
know, but
scrubbed.
it'd be such
It's
a
a
great
terrible
well
show.
to run to.
It's a terrible show. No one gives a shit.
I'm sure
You
it's
beat
terrible.
me.
It's gonna be fun to fucking
But
shit
I
on.
did. I took the challenge.
That's all for this time. Come back next time to find out if you are man enough to poke a dabbler.
We weren't.
Just do it.
Podcast.